Adverse selection. This occurs when one party in a transaction has more information than the other, leading to a situation where the party with less information ends up facing higher risks or costs. In simpler terms, it's when one side knows more than the other and uses that knowledge to their advantage, often resulting in unfair outcomes for the less informed party. Now let's have Susan give you 2 examples.
All right, let's dive deeper into car insurance. So, imagine you're running a car insurance company. You're offering insurance to drivers without digging into their driving records much. Now, think about it. Some drivers out there are like the kings and queens of the road, driving carefully, following all the rules. They might think, hey, I'm a safe driver, I don't need to pay a ton for insurance. But then there are others, maybe they've had a few accidents in the past, or they like to put the pedal to the metal a bit too often. These drivers might see your insurance as a lifeline. Now, here's the tricky part: if you end up with too many of these risky drivers on your insurance roster, it can spell trouble. They're more likely to get into accidents or make claims, which means you'll have to pay out more in insurance claims. And guess what? That can drive up the cost of insurance for everyone else, making it pricier for those careful drivers who didn't want to pay a lot in the first place. All right, let's give another example. Imagine you're the hiring manager at a company and you've just posted a job opening for a new position. Now, here's where adverse selection creeps in. You start getting resumes flooding your inbox. Some of these applicants look great on paper, they've got all the qualifications, the experience, and they seem like they'd be a perfect fit for the job. But here's the catch: some of the most qualified candidates might not even bother applying. Why? Because they're already happily employed elsewhere, or they've got better job offers on the table. Now, on the flip side, you've also got applicants who are desperate for a job. Maybe they've been searching for a while, or they don't have much experience to boast about. They see your job posting as their big chance, so they send in their resumes in droves. Here's where the adverse selection comes into play. You, as the hiring manager, are facing a flood of applications, but many of them are from candidates who might not be the best fit for the job. They might lack the skills or experience you're looking for, but they're applying anyway because they're more desperate for a job. Meanwhile, the top-tier candidates, who would be perfect for the role, might not have even applied because they're not as desperate. So, you find yourself spending countless hours sifting through resumes, trying to separate the diamonds from the rough. It's like searching for a needle in a haystack, except the haystack is filled with needles, but only a few of them are actually the right ones. And that's the challenge of adverse selection for hiring managers. It makes their job of finding the best candidate much harder because they're inundated with applications from less qualified candidates, while the top talent might be slipping through the cracks without even applying.
Thank you, Susan. We are uploading more informative videos daily if you would like to see more like this. Like and subscribe.